first part of our mission. So that's kind of exciting. As some of you have may or may not have seen, last night we picked up 3 of the heaters that we were raising funds for North Carolina here. And then earlier today, guys, we picked up some fuel cans, the rest of the heaters and fuel. So super excited about that. Got them over here to the Black Mountain area. And we are working with the Red Truck Men. And we have secured our heaters with those guys. We have put them in their facility. They're going to be distributing them beginning tomorrow. So we did have 10 kerosene heaters with 10 of those 5-gallon fuel cans filled with kerosene. We are so excited. Those guys, I think we literally like made their day. They said that there are still so many families in need of heat. They are so incredibly grateful that we were able to supply those heaters down here for the folks down here. But our mission is not done yet, guys. It is not done yet. And we're going to need your help to complete our mission while we're here. So I'm super, like I said, super excited that we were able to drop off those heaters today so that they could begin distributing them tomorrow morning. So super happy about that. Again, we've been using oh my goodness gracious. We've been using these guys to help, like I said, facilitate these donations here. And oh goodness, please, yep, no. And like I said, guys, it is the redtruckmen.org. Sorry, I'm checking some messages too while we're sitting here. redtruckmen.org. That is the group that we're working with. And these guys, they have been facilitating donations for all across North Carolina and Tennessee, working in conjunction with some other groups to get these families absolute essentials after everything has been taken away. So this is very exciting. I do see D Live, so we are starting to get some comments rolling in. This is super exciting. But yeah, so the redtruckmen.org, that is the group that we're working with down here in Swannanoa, in this area. Again, they have several different hubs all across North Carolina and Tennessee. They have been working tirelessly for like the last 3.5 months since the hurricane to help people who have been displaced get heat, get shelter, get the essentials, and get back on their feet and teach them how to survive until they can rebuild their homes and communities. So this is really cool. They've been helping do all kinds of things, whether it's insulation like they did for 2 houses today, which was really exciting to hear about, or, you know, facilitating things like diapers or Pedialyte or heat or socks or gloves or hats. It is just wonderful. And they do breakfast once a month, where they feed everyone breakfast and have some worship and Bible study. It is wonderful. Such a great group of people. They were so absolutely nice, and they were so stunned, like I said, to see those 10 heaters come in. They were super excited because there are so many families still in need. Hello, Kathy. Hello. I've got YouTube 1, YouTube 2, Facebook, D-Life. Hello, Eric. Oh, hey, so good to see you. Yeah, long time no see, right? I'm so excited to see you guys. Hi, Pull Top Can. I've got YouTube 3 comments. Wonderful. So, guys, what a blessing to see all of you in the chats and in the comments here today. Again, we're in Swannanoa, North Carolina. As many of you know, we've been running a fundraiser trying to raise funds for heat for down here in this area. And with your help, guys, we were able to raise money to buy 10 kerosene heaters and 10 5-gallon cans full of kerosene fuel for those heaters. We dropped them off today. They will begin distributing them to families tomorrow. But again, our mission is still not finished. I do see Twitch as well. So as many of you may know, not only were we initially trying to raise money for those heaters, but we are also trying to raise money for burn barrels. And guys, I want to talk to you about these burn barrels because I did not realize how essential they really were until I got to have some conversations here in North Carolina. So, a couple of things about that. So guys, we do on our wish list, what we're trying to do is raise money for 12 burn barrels, 12 full-size burn barrels, not the half size, but the full-size burn barrels, because apparently a lot of the people only have the half-size ones, but they're not quite what they need. Now those full-size burn barrels, guys, we did price at approximately $40 a piece. So we need to raise about $500 or so to purchase these 12 burn barrels. And I want to have a conversation about them and why these are so important. So not only do we did these folks ask for burn barrels because outside heat is essential, especially when you're working out there trying to rebuild. But there's a lot of other uses for these things. And one of the biggest things that they need the burn barrels for that I didn't even think of is for burning their garbage. So apparently in a lot of these areas, there has not been trash pickup for months now. There are people who are not getting their garbage removed. It's just sitting in piles at their homes, on their grounds, at their residences, what's left of them. And so not only are these burn barrels essential for heat, but they're also essential for removing some of this debris and garbage from these people's homes and properties. It also gives them a way to cook when they're outside for some of them that don't necessarily have cook stoves yet. And again, it provides light on the mountains as well in a safe way to burn all of these items without burning up the whole rest of the area. So it is kind of crazy, again, listening to some of these stories, hearing what's going on down here. But burn barrels are a huge, huge need. And they were on our initial fundraiser goal. We would still like to be able to try and raise those funds for those burn barrels. Again, guys, they are actually really super essential down here. There is a great need for burn barrels. There is a great need for heat. There is a great need for things like socks, of all things, believe it or not. Socks, guys. Warm socks specifically. Because a lot of things are in short supply. Fresh produce and foods, that's another one. You know, there are still a lot of people struggling to get some of their groceries and things like that, especially with all of the other expenses of trying to rebuild and the cleanup. So this is definitely an eye-opening experience so far. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, Danielle. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for being here. And guys, so earlier today, I know that the signal cut out, but we did a little bit of driving around earlier today. And I got to drive up and down the one mountain here, and wow, just wow. We're hoping, I did talk to the team back home. I am hoping that they are able to clip and upload some of the footage that was missing from that drive when we lost signal to show you guys some of what's going on as far as the terrain and stuff out here in North Carolina. So again, we drove up the mountain today and back down the mountain today. I did lose signal back there, but holy wow, just holy wow. There is so much to say about, I mean, where do I even start? Okay, so for example, there's like huge chunks on the side of the mountain that you can tell just completely were like a giant mudslide avalanche. And I mean, the side of the mountain that just like this, it just straight down, and you can see where it like took out the road, and there's piles of debris. And like that whole road going up the mountain, there had to be like 15 different places, easily 15 in just a couple mile stretch, that they had to replace huge sections of road. And there's guardrail missing, and there's cinder blocks used to prop up parts and backfill and patching. And then there's like 2 spots on this mountain, it like And let me tell you something. When I say mountain, I mean mountain. And it's like this really super windy, and you're talking like complete U-turn, windy roads going down this mountain with very limited guardrails and giant mudslides that had to have happened where the road was like completely taken out, debris everywhere, trees kind of right up against. It's nuts. And then you can see too where a lot of the water, unlike the side where like the mountainside would be versus the drop-off part, where the water came down so fast and so hard that it actually eroded a lot of the ground, like next to and kind of going underneath parts of the asphalt that you're driving on. And these roads go to like narrow to like one road where there's like a traffic light because the whole thing was washed out around this turn, and you're doing a turn with a complete drop off and it's just wide enough for your tires on the side of the road. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I was having a panic attack. And that was during the day. And guess what? I get to do that tonight to get up to the camp. So it's going to be pretty crazy making our way back up this mountain. I'm really glad I tried it during the daytime, but definitely nerve-wracking. And there are just places that are just, I mean, there's bridges that are still washed out. There's some bridges where the bridges are intact, but you can see like piles of debris as high as the bridge on either side. It is absolutely insane to see the amount of devastation. And you can tell, like, some of these people have severe water damage in their home. They must have severe water damage in their homes, because while their home might be standing there, they have campers and tents on their property that you can tell that they're utilizing and living in right now. And from what I'm understanding is a lot of these houses that got hit with that water coming down the mountain and stuff are all full of mold now and stuff and are completely uninhabitable. It is unbelievable to see with your own eyes and absolutely devastating. You know, and like I said, these roads, some of these roads are just so scary. I'm told that some of them are completely impassable around here. Like some of the roads are just so beat up. And then I was being told a story about how somebody had like run through this one like do not enter or whatever, and somebody didn't know that it wasn't really a road anymore and like drove down through all this stuff, and they had to drive back out of all of this rubble and everything else because they had no idea that it was supposed to be blocked off because somebody accidentally drove through the sign. And you really can't tell at night because everything is so dark. I'm like blown away. I mean, absolutely blown away by some of the things that I've seen today. Unreal, guys. Just absolutely unbelievable. Oh my goodness gracious. There's so many comments here, guys. So just give me a second to catch up because, like I said, just trying to tell you about this mountain alone was just crazy. I have never seen anything like that in my life before. I mean, just huge sections of mountain washed away. Like you can see these big swaths like behind these people's homes or whatever. And then like you see the homes on the bottom. And I just kept thinking to myself, oh my goodness, you know, you look at where the avalanche would have been on the mountain, and then you look at their home, and I think to myself, I couldn't have imagined being in my home and seeing that kind of mud and water and everything else coming at me. I don't even know how these people have houses still standing in some of these spots. I'm just so shocked. Yeah, the trash trucks aren't getting around on the streets, obviously, you know, for some of these places. I've seen garbage cans just kind of sitting there haphazardly along the side of the road with big piles of debris. And I didn't realize that they weren't really picking up the trash until I started sitting down and having some conversations after we went off the live earlier. You know, a lot of these people, they'll talk a little bit. They don't talk some of them don't talk a whole lot. There's a lot for them to process, a lot of things that have happened to a lot of these people, a lot of really major devastation and some horrific things that they've seen that I could not imagine trying to get through. You know, I was told a story about a lady who couldn't get to her neighbors in time and watched 10 people in that house disappear before her eyes in her community. And when you hear about the people who have been coming in and being blessed by these people and receiving some of these donations, you know, when you're being told these stories from these people, you know, that have been there or whatever, it's absolutely gut-wrenching and heartbreaking. And to, you know, these people have been you know, through so much. It is unbelievable. So again, you know, just the devastation here is, I don't even know. I don't have the words for it. It is just, I don't know. It's devastating. Really, there is no other word. It is devastation in certain spots, and it is really hard to see, especially because, you know, I see these things and I just want to help. I don't know what I can do. I don't always know the best things to do. I don't have the power to do everything and help everyone and wave a magic wand and make it all go back to normal or make it all better. But it definitely tells me that we are needed. And guys, these folks need us. They need our help. And there is no two ways about that. There is no easy way to say it. These folks absolutely desperately need our help. And again, the heaters were a fantastic and amazing start, and they are so grateful because we are going to be able to keep 10 families warm. And they were so excited to see that they include everything, and we brought the fuel so that these folks can stay warm. It gives them life-sustaining heat. Like I said, they're limiting supplies at some of these places, including propane, which is life-saving heat. Life-saving to some of these folks, because some of them have been out in these temperatures in tents with nothing but blankets, and to hear that breaks my heart. You have some burn barrels, Jeremy. If you have some burn barrels that you could donate, that would be phenomenal. And if you actually, Jeremy, if you can send us an email at soupmamaofficial@gmail.com, even if you're about 2 hours away, there may be a way, if we need to, that maybe we can get those from you to get them distributed if you're willing to donate them. Again, a lot of these folks, like I said, I've been told, haven't been getting any garbage pickup. You know, like I said, it is heat for outside. It's also a way for some of these folks to cook if they don't have stoves. I mean, and lighting, you know, so that if people are trying to find their way to these camps that have help or other neighbors and things, because apparently a lot of these people, out in the hollers and up in the mountains, you know, they're very, very dispersed. So they're starting to come together as smaller communities. And as they're looking for each other in the mountains, these burn barrels can light the way to bring them to those camps where they can receive the help that they need for some of those guys that have been a little more remote. Again, there are a lot of things, simple things, that I'm finding out that we can do to try and help these guys out and really give them, you know, something to work with so that they can stay warm and stay alive, because apparently this is a huge problem right now, this weather and some of these living accommodations for these folks. So you know, like I said, we are so very grateful and proud. I'm so proud of you guys, and I am so blessed and grateful that I have been able to be here as your boots on the ground, eyes and ears, and be able to help deliver this heat to these families, because that is just phenomenal. And I am so glad that you guys have helped us do that. But we still need your help to complete this mission. Like I said, we are still looking to purchase 12 burn barrels. Now, tonight we're going to go to the camp. We're actually going to camp up on the mountain. And then tomorrow we're going to do something a little bit different. And we want to show you guys what's going on, like some of the different areas out here. So what we're going to do is we're going to trade a Wayne for a Shelby. Many of you guys know Shelby. You met her back in Hagerstown, all the way back then at the convoy. You've seen her with me in Batavia. You saw her in Texas at the Take Our Border Back. She is a friend of ours for a long time, and she's been working with these some of these groups here to help facilitate all of these donations. Like I said, they have several centers, several hubs, and they move these donations into all of these different towns. So if one has a plethora or too many of one item, they're able to shift it down to another town that maybe doesn't have those items and make sure that everybody's getting what they need. These guys are doing an amazing job. So what we're going to do is we're going to borrow Shelby tomorrow, and she's going to show us around all over around here, Black Mountain, Swannanoa, this whole area here, and show us some of the places that have really been hit hard, some of the devastation, some of the places that are still not rebuilt yet after 3 months of this. Hey, String Theory, good to see you. So we're gonna take her. She's gonna jump in the truck with me, and we're gonna go driving around with the camera, and we're gonna show you guys all of these different places. She's gonna kind of walk us around and, you know, explain to us what happened where and all of these other things. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna loan the groups that are working. We're gonna loan them a Wayne. And keep him busy and let him try and help out with all of the different errands and work over there at the distribution center with some of the guys tomorrow, so that he can help out in that capacity while we show you guys what is actually really going on down here and what the state of things is as we go. Hi, Kitten. Welcome to the chat. Yes, it has been a minute, String Theory. That's because we got put in time out on our main channel on YouTube there. Hi, Tammy. Good to see you. Good to see you. But yeah, so like I said, guys, with your help, we were able to raise the money for those 10 kerosene heaters and the kerosene fuel and the cans, and that is phenomenal. But our job is not done. Like I said, we still have on our wish list those 12 burn barrels. And guys, those are essential, like I said, for heat. They are essential for removing debris. They are essential for helping people have a place to cook and providing a light to those who can help those that are still kind of wandering and trying to find, you know, resources and things like that. So again, you know, these burn barrels are absolutely essential, and we do want to try and provide those for these guys. So we are still going to be raising the funds to try and purchase those. We're going to stay here in North Carolina one more day, and we're going to go around tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to bring Shelby with us. We're going to go around tomorrow, and we're going to show you guys the terrain, show you guys the landscape, show you guys what's really going on, what still needs to be rebuilt, some of the things that, you know, haven't been touched yet, some of the things that are in the process of, and you know, hopefully you know, we get a real good look tomorrow in the daylight about what's going on. And like I said, we're going to trade, and we're going to leave a Wayne with that group so that he can help out as boots on the ground, hands on, and help out at that distribution center. But not only, like I said, do they distribute goods, they do a breakfast once a month with like a Bible study kind of thing. And they also, like I said, they're helping do the rebuild. They're helping in every capacity they can. They have several hubs facilitating all of these goods to people who need them. And they don't charge a dime. They do not charge anyone a dime. All of this is free to the people that need it. These guys are doing an amazing job trying to get these folks back on their feet and doing all of this disaster relief. And God bless them for doing it. They are just a wonderful, wonderful group. Most of them, you know, they had asked not to be on camera or whatever because they said it's not about the individuals. It is definitely about the people helping the people, and they don't want credit for what they're doing. They don't necessarily want the advertisement or anything like that, but it's the redtruckmen.org. That is who we're working with. And like I said, we dropped those heaters off at the rail yard tonight before they closed, so that tomorrow, first thing when they open up, they can begin distributing that heat to those families, which is super, super exciting that they can start doing that right away, first thing in the morning. So I just want you guys to know, we did film all of that going into the building. Again, they had asked that we not film inside the building, just out of respect and courtesy for those that were there to receive any kind of blessings or donations that were sent in that they needed, and kind of give them some privacy, because of course we don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. A lot of these people, you know, they've been self-sufficient and they're very proud people, and it is a tough thing when life knocks you to your knees. So we don't want to make anyone upset, or we don't want to make them feel any worse than they already do. So we try to be respectful at all times, but we were able to film outside on their property. Again, they provide a wonderful meal. They have an outside space for people to gather. Again, lots of people, they said, that come and donate their time and energies and gifts to help make all of this possible. So it's a really, really great organization that's been working very, very hard down here in North Carolina and Tennessee. And like I said, guys, on their wish list is those burn barrels, and I really do want to do our best to supply them with those, because there is, again, a really great need for something that simple, those full-size barrels. You know, so like I said, they can help get rid of that debris, and they can keep warm, and they can keep things lit, and those hearth fires going for those of them that don't have, like, the stoves or readily available cooking equipment in their tents, or, you know, wherever it is that they might be staying temporarily, or as their temporary shelter or home. So, aw, thank you, Tammy. You're sweet. Hi, Iva. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm really glad that we can be here and do this. You know, especially, like I said, especially after driving in here, like seeing that tent on the highway. And apparently, that tent that we saw on I-40, that gentleman is actually not unknown to this group. They said that he is a very, very nice guy, a veteran that's in that tent. He's a very, very resourceful man. And they said that, you know, they've seen him a few times. So we know that he's doing okay. He does, like, apparently check in from time to time. But yes, absolutely insane to see that that is his, and know that that is definitely where he is living. That is his shelter for right now. That is his home, is in that tent right there on I-40. It is definitely a bit of a shock in some ways to realize, like, that is the true reality for some of these folks here. So you saw the tent when you went up? Yeah. So apparently, like I said, the group that we're working with, like I said, they've told me that that gentleman is a veteran and a very resourceful and very kind gentleman at that. Because I did ask, and they were like, "Oh, so you saw our friend's tent?" And I said, "Oh, yes, I did." So yeah, so apparently he has been down again. You know, it is amazing to hear these stories about how these folks are helping people in conjunction with some of these other groups like Samaritan's Purse and so forth. So yeah, so this is a great organization that we're working with down here, and they are not government associated, right? So it's kind of like us. We're not government associated, so it's just one group helping another group. It's people helping people, and that is the most amazing part of all, because we, the people, we can do this together. You know, it's the community, it's that family that we build, and, you know, we can rely on one another, and that's how this stuff is getting done. And that grassroots, toughing it out, getting it done, that is what we are all about here. And you guys know that I am so proud of my fellow countrymen that all step up and have been donating their time and energies. It's so crazy. I met like 2 or 3 of my neighbors from Pennsylvania here in North Carolina over there at the rail yard where we were dropping off everything, the heaters and so forth. And these people are donating groceries, time, trucks, trailers, expertise, you know, hands-on carpentry skills, things like that. And it is just absolutely amazing to hear these stories and how all of these folks have pitched in to help. They said they've had people from Texas, all over the country coming in to help, and that is such a blessing. And again, we're just so grateful and so proud to be a part of helping these folks down here, helping our neighbors stay warm, give them the substance that they need, those essential items. So it's super, super great. I am right now, Ray, I am right near Black Mountain. That's where I'm going to camp for the night, is up in Black Mountain here. We're going to be getting ready to go in just a little bit. Everybody's kind of, I told them I was going to check in with you guys here online, because once we start getting down the road, I no longer have signal. So I just wanted to check in with you guys tonight, let you know what the plan is for tomorrow. Like I said, we're gonna swipe a Shelby, we're gonna swap with a Wayne, and Wayne's gonna stay and do some hands-on work with the group at the rail yard there. Those red hot or red truck, the red truck men. He's going to stay there and help with those guys, and we're going to take Shelby with us, and she's going to be our tour guide while we're down here, and she's going to show us some of these areas, like I said, so I can show you exactly what's going on with the rebuild, what kind of devastation is still left, and all of those things, so you get a real good feel of what's going on in this area. Because again, you know, boots on the ground, it's a lot different than anything that you might see in the news. But yes, redtruckmen.org. Thank you for putting those links in there again. These folks are doing some really, really, really amazing stuff down here. And that is where your donations that we have received so far that bought all of those wonderful heaters and fuel, that is where they have gone to those folks there. Again, they're in their facility locked up for the evening because we made it there just before close. But first thing tomorrow, they're going to be distributing those heaters out to families in need. So this is super exciting. Like I said, we're going to do a worker swap tomorrow. We're going to take Shelby. We're going to leave Wayne with them so that he can help. Like I said, boots on the ground, hands on, give them some assistance with his expertise. And we're going to take the camera around and drive, which is more my expertise. And we're going to have Shelby as a tour guide so that we can show you guys everything that's going on. But again, hey Frank, truck yeah. But yeah, that guy, yes, that guy in the tent, Iva, yes, he is definitely doing good. I asked a lot of questions about him, but he is doing good. And you are very welcome for giving you an update on that gentleman. I'm gonna have to find out a little more about him, and who knows, maybe stop by and just say hello and give him a hug and wish him Godspeed, because that, I mean, sweet setup that he's got as far as a tent and the layout and everything else. Just, I could not imagine calling that home indefinitely. You know, that's pretty sad. But I am glad he's resourceful. I'm glad that people check on him around here too, and make sure that he's doing okay, because apparently he's a really, really great guy. And I'm glad that I'm glad that you kind of know who I'm talking about. But yeah, he's a trooper, and he is doing amazing. So, yes, String. They are very organized. They are very mobile. They're very together. They're very cohesive. That's why I said earlier, that gentleman that said about potentially having burn barrels to donate, let me know. They do have trucks and trailers, and, who knows, maybe, we can get somebody to pick things up and they can move it down, into the areas that need them the most. Because I know that they have a really amazing network right now down here, Grassroots, that they've been working with. So this is definitely exciting. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to pop on here really quick, kind of give you the itinerary and the idea of what's going on. So we're going to head up to the camp tonight. Like I said, I will have no signal on top of the mountain. It's one of those things. I'm actually going to be parked on the mountain and hanging out down in the holler. So we're going to have a good old time, good old fashioned country time here out in the hollers of North Carolina. I'm so excited. I haven't been in the hollers in a long time, and not in this state at all. So that's really cool. But yes, please do, Jeremy. Like I said, send us an email. If you send it to soupmamaofficial@gmail.com, the team back home can access that too. And so just in case I'm not right there in the area, and they can make sure that I get whatever message. And hopefully we can, if you have some of those extra burn barrels, that would be amazing if we can find some way to facilitate getting them here. Because like I said, there is a great need. There's a lot of people with a lot of debris. And like I said, apparently there's no trash trash pickup around here at all, and hasn't been for quite some time. So yeah, so we are definitely going to be on the road tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to go tooling around down here. We're going to show you guys the terrain, the layout, what's going on. And like I said, we're going to loan them a Wayne with some, you know, mad hands-on skills, building, electrician, whatever, fix it all around MacGyver kind of guy stuff. And so we're going to leave them the handyman. We're going to take Shelby with us. And like I said, we're going to split up and work in teams tomorrow just to kind of show you guys a little bit of everything about what's going on down here. But the main goal, like I said, is to help, guys. We still need the money for those burn barrels. Even $5 a person helps tremendously, you know, towards getting that goal of getting some of those here and facilitated. We've got some serious ambulance coming. Prayers for whatever family. Or is that fire? Oh, that's a fire truck. Oh. Prayers for whatever family, guys. Say some prayers for those families. I'm sure they could use them, especially around here. So let's just all take a minute, say a quick prayer. Hopefully that family or whomever is going to be safe and sound and everything's going to be okay. But yeah, we are, like I said, guys, we're going to jump off this live here so we can get ready for a big, big, big day tomorrow. But please, please, please share the links out, guys. Share the links out. We still need around $500. That's what we would need to pick up those burn barrels. So if there's any way you guys can find it in your heart to just drop a couple of bucks, it would be greatly appreciated. Again, these folks are in some dire straits down here, and we plan on showing you guys that all in the daylight. You won't be able to see much here at night, and like I said, unfortunately, I lose signal just a little bit down the road. But we're going to try and show you whatever we can. And as we're going around tomorrow, I'm going to keep the live stream up as long as possible, even if the signal cuts out. Guys, keep in mind, the program that we run now records the entire drive. So as soon as we get back into a place of good signal, I can hopefully get the video in its entirety uploaded, and the guys can access it from back home, and the team can put it up for you guys, because again, the internet's a little limited down here. It makes things a little challenging, but we're going to do the best we can to supply you guys with as much information from boots on the ground as we can and show you guys the truth of what's going on down here. So you know, guys, listen, we really, really, really appreciate you being here. We appreciate the support. That's exactly it. We want to get that wish list finished. We want to complete the job, guys. We want to complete the job. You know, we had a goal coming down here. We want to get that goal met because, again, these are the basic essentials for these folks. You know, we're not asking for anything fancy. We're not asking for anything crazy. Just a little bit of heat for these folks to help keep them moving. Like I said, these burn barrels are essential for heat and helping remove this debris and giving them some cook space too for some of these folks that don't even have a cook space, or lighting the way so that people know where to find help. So hopefully you guys have it in your hearts to be able to donate just a couple of dollars, and if not, please be sure to share. Let people know we're here. Let them know we're going to be going live. Now, for those of you on the main YouTube channel, like I said, we did get put in timeout for a week. So all of your Soup Mama official moderators, all your favorite moderators, have created YouTube channels. So before you leave here tonight, this live, I want you to do a couple of things for me. One, hit the thumbs up button, because that thumbs up button helps us beat the algorithm. Two, make sure you hit your notification bells, guys, so you know when we're going live tomorrow. And three, make sure you are subbing up to the Soup Mama official moderator channels, just in case, so you never have to miss a beat when it comes to the live streams. And if guys, if there is any live streams that you have missed, like the victory rally or inauguration day or any of those other ones that we got our little fingers smacked for or weren't allowed to stream on a platform, you can always check out our Rumble channel. It is a completely uncensored live stream platform where you guys can access all of those previous live streams that you may have missed on YouTube. But I really do hope that you guys subscribe to those moderator channels, because like I said, we want to continue to bringing you guys all the live stream events. We just have to be a little more careful about the main page because, you know, we don't like being put on timeout and missing you guys for a week, because we missed you missed you tremendously for all of our amazing journeys for inauguration. So like I said, unfortunately, we weren't quite prepared for getting our fingers smacked that hard, but now that we've got those channels up and running, guys, please make sure you're subbing up. Like I said, stay tuned, hit that notification bell for tomorrow. We're going to be off and out and about, driving around all over, showing you guys the real news here from North Carolina, right here in this Swannanoa, Asheville, Black Mountain area that was hit really, really hard by the storm. So, yes, Wayne, I know we have a trailer available. The group has a trailer available here. So hopefully, like I said, if you guys have items and you're not that far away, that you might be able to donate, that'd be awesome. We can try and see if we can't get you guys coordinated and hopefully get these guys some more help. But like I said, make sure you hit that notification bell, guys, and the thumbs up on your way out. Subscribe to those moderator channels or check out our main Rumble channel for some of the footage and things that you may have missed. But we're going to get going for now so that we can get all settled in for the night. We've got a crazy drive up the mountain in the dark, and we got a busy day tomorrow. So, guys, don't forget to share. Don't forget to donate. Hopefully, we see you tomorrow on the drive. Like I said, we're going to have Shelby with us, and we're going to leave Wayne with them so that we get the best of both worlds and can hopefully help out in the best way possible, all to the best of our abilities. So, guys, I love you very much. Please, please, please don't forget these folks here in North Carolina. Please don't forget them. There are so many people in so much need right now. It's cold outside. So I do hope that you find it in your heart to be a hero, donate a few dollars, and help a family out. In the meantime, enjoy your safe, warm, cozy beds. We're going to go freeze on a mountain and at the camp, and we are going to start a big day tomorrow and show you guys all around. In the meantime, sweet dreams. God bless. You guys take care and have a fabulous night. We love you. Thank you all for your support, and we'll see you tomorrow.